You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
All right, y'all.
Let me know.
So this is episode 23 or 24?
This is going to be 24. 23, I'll figure out how to recover it.
Motherfucking 24 with quotation marks around it.
All right, y'all. This is episode 23.5. Heavy cup, baby. Quarantine vibes. This is what it is.
Quarantine.
It's the COVID-19.
Hold on.
Quarantine.
Perfect.
Yo, I ain't fronting, nigga. The highlight to that nigga shit is all them fucking drops he got, dog.
He does.
Yeah, the homie's doing it right there, right there.
That memory bank is heavy, nigga.
He's doing it right there. Like you got a wife with him doing it.
They have to have some preset, dog.
Nah, he got a dude that's
he got a dude that's sitting there right there that's doing them.
Yeah, he's
so
it's
like you'll say something and then he'll say it and record him saying it.
And
so
he repeats it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That shit heavy.
Yeah.
It's
clever.
I was just laughing at when he had Chris Brown on.
20,000.
Yo.
He's like, what are you currently doing?
Like, everybody likes skin and brown skin, nigga.
He's like, what are you currently doing?
Light to this nigga, dog. I don't get it.
That nigga
you know what?
If I go on that shit, he might say I'm opaque. You know what I mean?
You definitely get the ultimate
That nigga's
light
the best, dog. We've been telling you, but you know, now you see.
Ultimate light skin.
But hold up, dog. The thing I give props to Tory, my nigga.
That's
dog.
Okay, go ahead.
Tory got that shit so programmed niggas don't even try to go live, son.
Niggas ain't even trying to go live around that nigga.
No.
They're not even trying to go live with that nigga.
You don't play yourself. You don't.
Yeah, so you just go in that room. The best thing for you to do is go in his room and get your shot out in there, son.
Yeah.
Don't go live at that time.
You don't go live with Tory going live, nigga.
Talk to your
boy. And I heard apparently he's got his deal.
What deal?
That's what makes it.
Oh, that deal.
His record deal. He did his albums. He's good.
That nigga
so
go
I'm
live
like,
on
yo,
you,
this nigga can really like move and shake now, like, and take this broadcasting shit to another level. Like, it's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's broadcasting. It's radio.
I didn't know he was signed to Interscope though.
Yeah.
I mean, Interscope doesn't have such a bad reputation like Def Jam and other labels, but yeah, you know, it's one of the older labels. Oh, we were gonna get on Bad Boy. We're gonna get on Bad Boy. Come on.
Let me finish that Tory Lane shit.
Go ahead.
I got a bigger question.
So wait, hold up a second. Did we do our introduction yet? Not yet.
Nah,
but we ain't started yet.
All right,
hold
so
on.
Let's get it.
Are we doing this all shit from the beginning now? This is
no.
All right, do your intro.
I'm gonna tell you when we start.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think it doesn't have to start like it doesn't have to always start 100% with us, with me saying like, yo, this is Ivy Talks. Like, I kind of want it to be structured, but sometimes it's cool to be a little less. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Where it's candid conversation. Is what I'm saying.
Jay, I don't know. Jay, rolling on this nigga whipping up spaghetti, nigga. I can't tell by the way.
I'm rolling up. You know,
okay,
I'm rolling up right now.
We're officially starting. Then do your thing. Mix up
but
your
yo,
seasoning.
I'm keeping it 100. Like a little bit, somebody coming to check me, so I'm gonna step away from the camera for a second, but I'm still here.
All right.
But anyway, yeah.
It ain't nothing.
Are you coming back though, or are you gone?
Stepping away from the camera for a second, but I'm still here.
All right, cool. No, I'm just saying so we know. All right. So we'll start with the Boosie shit whenever we are ready.
Nah, he got to finish his Tory Lanez comment.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Here it is. I was talking to Buddha the Great about it. You know what I'm saying? Co-host right here. Now we get to see his face more. But
Buddha.
What?
Shout out to Buddha.
Did the other people in the position of Tory Lanez fucking drop the ball for themselves?
Yeah, I think so.
My nigga. Okay. My nigga. Because if you
was this supposed to be?
Wait. What do you mean before we answer this question?
Okay.
What do you mean?
In this situation that we seen during the quarantine, and obviously Tory Lanez made a lanes for himself. Should it have been Tory Lanez? Is it supposed to be somebody else we watching at this point? Ideally in our heads, is it supposed to be somebody else that
yes
should be in that position right now? Or was Tory made for it?
Who?
Did he
Tory was made for it.
I think Tory was made for it too.
Who's the nigga with the personality out there?
Yeah, but
yeah, that's definitely his personality.
But I think Diddy stepping away from the wilding out. I think it would have hurt Diddy's brand to have like girls on there ass shaking, pouring milk in titties and
that's
shit.
one of the topics for tonight, by the way.
I don't think Diddy could even light a fuse to it though. Truthfully,
Nah.
Yeah,
because he doesn't have the same generation.
Nah, he has showmanship, but he ain't got no personality. He ain't got no
like,
vibe.
Like right now, chicks that never even thought Tory was attractive is attractive to Tory right now, son.
Yeah.
Like on some shit. Like chicks that don't even fuck with him, like he look good, is like, yo, I fucks with his personality and shit right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? They fucking with him.
As a woman, I fuck with his personality.
Dog.
There's nothing wrong with a guy that makes you laugh, ever.
Tory got the Pac shit going on right now, my nigga.
Nah, I mean, okay, the skinny built nigga thing.
Nah, chicks want him, and niggas fuck with him. He got the Pac shit going on. He got the X shit going on right now. He got the Ja Rule at his prime shit going on right now.
Oh shit!
There ain't no ball across the board for this nigga.
Yeah, well,
niggas want to see Tory win.
Yeah, but that's what's actually needed to be famous, right? Like niggas gotta want to fuck with you, and chicks gotta want to fuck you. That's like the rules.
You can still pop off and be that nigga without them two things. But this nigga got that shit, dog. He's like, alright, nigga, like you tell your mans, nigga, like, yo, nigga, this nigga going in, son. Like, check this shit out.
All right, but how y'all feel about that new Toronto 3 though?
Jay? You know my answer.
Wait. Pause. This is your girl, Draya Ivy. This is episode number 24 or 23 and a half. 23 and a half? Which one?
23.
Wait, what is a half? Just
big shit right now. We're going
on some fuck shit, we're gonna label it a half. So, because we've never done that before, we're gonna introduce that tonight. So is it 23 and a half? It's 23 and a half, right?
Whoa, wait. Are we
it's
starting
24
over?
and a half. It's 24 and a half.
She just running with it.
Introduction out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring the introduction in.
There you go. All right, now that we got that out the way.
We didn't need that. You just said we. Yeah. What happened to the speech 2 minutes ago about you want to start Candid?
Oh, all right.
But
I am starting Candid.
All right. But that
Jay, executive produce me if you want to. I need the help. Trust.
Jay. Right.
Executive produce me when you're ready. Huh?
I'm just confused. I don't know what happened just now. I'm just.
But Jay, how you feel about that new Toronto 3?
Yeah, this is Jay Ivy speaking on the mic, by the way. And this is Ivy Talks episode, I think 23 and a half.
Just fuck the question, y'all. This
is my team right here. This is my team, Hollow Rock with the mask on, even though he's by himself. I would think. I'm assuming.
Now she's under the table. Hey.
Okay. And then we got Buddha in the building, and we got Mr. Jay Nice in the building. I got my team. What's good?
All right. So for the 15th time about that new.
Yeah, what's good?
Jay,
I didn't even ask y'all how y'all doing, which is my normal shit. I didn't even ask.
Got it.
Let's roll. Let's go.
Breathing.
Jay, how you feel about that new Toronto 3?
Yo, that shit is busting, in my opinion.
Okay, Ivy. I mean, Jay. I knew she wasn't gonna let you breathe, my nigga. I was just waiting, son.
No, that's why I took a pause. I was just
waiting, like, all right, nigga, like, all right.
Okay.
All right, y'all go ahead, man. Y'all do it.
Well, how do you feel about the album, Drea?
All right. Okay. Honestly speaking, I really liked it. I'm very rarely ever disappointed in Tory's projects. The one thing I will comment on is I felt there was a lack of fluctuation in the production. The production was very good, but a lot of the tracks to me kind of sounded the same. So it was a little monotonous, but there were certain records that stood out. I think my favorite record on the project was the one that I sent you yesterday, Lex. The Not Broke Again. I'm looking up right now.
Yeah, that shit dope.
That shit was straight.
I like the way he bounces on it.
It's not even
Broken a minute.
Broken a minute was 2 minutes. It's not even 2 minutes. That nigga was like.
It was shaking in the club before. It was shaking in the club right before all of this.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was the prime time. That was
really
the prime time record right before this.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't really going out like that. So,
the album came out.
I really heard it when the album came out. So I heard that shit, and I mean, just as an anthem, and just as something that a dreamer would aspire to, is to say like, nigga, like this is the moment I can say I'll never be broke again. You know what I mean? Like this is how I came up, this is what I'm doing, and then for him to actually be living that life and doing it and exemplifying it, because he's making great music, he's bodying this quarantine shit. Clearly, how you pointed out, above anyone else, even in higher celebrity life.
You jumping away from the album though.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought we were reviewing the album. I thought that was what we were talking about.
You ain't talking about the album though.
Well, okay, my bad. Well, that was a standout track to me, my favorite. It was really, really great, but I don't think it was the best Tory project, if I'll be honest.
Alright.
I really fuck with it, but I don't think it's the best Tory project. But I fuck with everything he's doing right now as a movement. What do y'all think?
I don't think it was put out to be his best work. Like we obviously know that he was trying to get out of his contract. So let's say I don't know if it was a 10 album deal or a 5 album deal or whatever the album deal was. It was 5.
He overcompensated that.
Yeah. So I just feel like as far as the record sounded, because if you peep the records, some of the records is like, for instance, the joint that he had with Tekashi, right? You know, he's just doing the hook on there.
Yeah.
But if you listen to the cadence, I forgot what song it is. If you listen to the cadence, it's the exact cadence from that song. So this would have been like his verses from that song that wasn't on the other one with Tekashi. It's like more than Red Records like that.
It's the Jackie Chan shit. Yeah. I was like, yo, me and Richard was playing that. I was like, yo, nigga, like sounds like the same shit.
I think it's doing the most.
Yeah, but it's if you could understand like an artist, he might have had verses to Jackie Chan that, you know, Jackie Chan took its own life. Yeah, so he still got the verses, throw them shits on something else and make another hit. If you want to ask me what my favorite records is,
3 in the morning, nigga, it goes.
I'm going with right now. My favorite records is that Who Needs Love. Who Needs Love is a banger. It's a banger. That's a banger.
Who Needs Love is my shit.
Yeah, and then when I'm on my other vibe, my other favorite is that Do Me record. Do Me is hard. Do Me is very, very hard. And I'm saying it's not a club record. It's not a club record, but it's a very hard record. You know what I mean?
Which one is that one?
It's the one that's called Do Me. Now here's the crazy shit. Niggas gotta know it's 2 albums. Like if you look at title or anything, it's 2 albums. There's a mastered album and then there's the other one. The mastered doesn't have all the same records as the other one for some reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a record called Do Me that's on one album that's not on the other. That record is my shit.
It must be the remastered one, because I'm looking at the track list for the other one and it's not on there. Because I was like, I don't remember hearing that.
It's not on it's not on the one that's released with Apple.
It's not on the iTunes version?
No.
Right.
All right.
Looking at the Apple Music version.
Okay, yeah.
Nah.
All right, Lex, what do you think, Drew? Buddha, aka?
Y'all already answered up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I fuck with it though. That you keep turning off your camera. All right. That Who Needs Love, probably my favorite track on there.
Heavy record.
10 Fucks. I fuck with
10 Fucks is heavy. 10 Fucks is heavy.
But most of the tracks that, even how it starts out, that pricey and spicy, I fuck with that.
Right.
I like the album period. I think it was a good move. I think it does. I don't think it has the same identity as like Memories Don't Die or, you know, don't.
Yeah, I think he was just actually exercising his his rapping ability.
Yeah.
More than anything, you know what I mean?
I fuck with it because I like how versatile it is. He has his street tracks on there, and then he has his.
Hold on, y'all.
Where music.
Talk amongst yourself.
Go ahead. He has his Where Music Is Now tracks, like Doing the Most and Broken the Minute is very much beats that's popular now. You know, like, and then he has his other tracks like Pain and Who Needs Love. That's definitely Tory Lanez, period. That's just, you know, that's him. That's not, you know what I'm saying? And he has Dope Boy's Diary. Those are definitely tracks that's Tory Lanez tracks. That's not.
But can we, but not to interrupt you, but can we really hold him to a certain type of track? He's a very versatile artist who knows how to transition very well.
But there is a distinct difference, because if you listen to Doing the Most and you listen to Broken a Minute, these are definitely songs. These are, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the beats and the flow are definitely tracks that you could have put on somebody else.
Well, I commented on the production, so I guess
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I
mean, if you're familiar with Tory, it's notable. It is. Okay, yeah.
I think it could have very much have been him, and that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's different.
I mean, I think it's also genius to drop a project in the midst of everything that's going on. You know, like, I think it's genius for him to make quarantine radio, make it popular, and then he drops a project. Did he even announce it? He never announced that he was dropping a project. Like, it was never something that was anticipated. But then again, he never really moves like that anyway. You know, he's really mixtape oriented, but it's just fucking his team. To me, is just genius. Like, I'm like, y'all are really playing chess out here. Like, y'all are really bodying this marketing game. Oh, what are we doing? Getting too much feedback?
Nah, ain't that, nigga. That nigga's drowning me.
Oh, hold on. Let me put you on mute. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I'll repeat it. Edit note. Huh? Do I repeat it? Y'all couldn't hear me?
Yeah, we heard it. You good.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you're familiar with Tory and his work, you would know that the production was monotonous. But then I guess at the same time, while he already had quarantine radio popping the way that he has, breaking all these records, you know, setting all these trends and precedents and all that of the above, you would understand that he really doesn't have to drop his best. We already know that he's an artist that drops, like, consistently content for days. You know, like, there's always a constant Tory project, mixtape, album, something, feature, remix. The way he's been moving in the industry since he got on, you know that that's him. I mean, I'll be real with you, like, he produces on the same level as Drake in terms of content.
I don't doubt it. I just think
in terms of album, mixtape, features, I'm all over the place. He moves a lot like Drake. And it might be on purpose, considering that they're both from Toronto, or it might just be that they both are just beasts like that. But they both are beasts.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's
he's
very
monopolizing on this quarantine shit heavy though.
Yeah, I think his I think his production is usually on a different level, but I do believe that for an album that he threw together, obviously he expressed it multiple times, just to put something out to be able to get out of his deal. I believe the album was great.
It was,
despite the fact
it was.
It was.
Those are the parameters. It is
not to be, you know, to fulfill his obligation, you know, and other people have, like, I applaud him for that, because there's very few people that do, like, you know, like for Frank Ocean, even though we have this conversation about him, for Frank Ocean to have put out Endless to get out of his deal, that was an amazing fucking album.
That was fucking nasty.
To put out to go,
classic.
Hey, this is what I'm going to fulfill my obligation. That's crazy. As opposed to somebody like,
because he did it like 2 days apart too.
Yeah,
like he did it like.
But the whole point is that
album,
the whole point is that he already had Blonde ready. But
no, Endless dropped first, right?
Yeah, but he wanted to capitalize on Blonde, so therefore he released Endless to get out of his deal. Then you release Blonde, and then
and then he was done.
Yeah,
independent artist.
But other people like Lupe, which Lupe's last album was ass.
Speaking of Lupe.
Yeah, I know that, but Lupe's last album to get out of his deal was ass. You understand? So there's people.
That's hard to say. Lupe is ass.
It was ass. That shit was,
okay.
That shit
Lupe.
is borderline unlistenable.
Lupe fiasco.
That shit is borderline unlistenable.
That's rough.
We definitely got to get the round table on that one.
All right,
Lupe ever being unlistenable?
You want to know how crazy it is? Most people
I ain't checked for Lupe since like 08, nigga. Like, I don't know how.
Facts. No, but there's a difference. Some people.
Dog, that was a fucking cool. That wasn't even the cool 2008.
No,
like,
the cool. That wasn't the cool. It was.
The cool was like 2010, right?
No, hell nah. What?
No. Earlier. What was it earlier?
Yeah. What?
That first 15th shit was like 06, 07, nigga.
You're right. I'm tripping.
09,
so the cool was like 07, I think, then 08.
It was back to back, nigga, but still, like, you know, here and there, dog, like.
This nigga says it's so late.
The nigga, everybody got their time, son.
2011 was Razor.
You guys are the perfect. You both are like, pause, not like that, but the perfect match when it comes to saying, fuck that nigga. Like, y'all are both so quick to just be like,
yes, I'm not here for it.
Oh, that fucking has been this nigga. Like,
he made.
Lupe ain't no has been, my nigga, but it's just like, nah, nigga, like, you know what I mean?
That's what you're saying, Lex.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
12 years, kid?
Nigga, I'm not counting, but I just know the last time, like, I'm a consumer of both them albums and shit. Yeah. I get it. I fucks with the dude, but
he said I get it.
Ain't nothing I heard about for a nigga to say, damn, my nigga, have you heard that Lupe? Like, that conversation ain't come and hit my ear yet. That's not hating.
Nigga made an album in 2018. Nobody was listening to that shit. I wasn't even
right. So, okay.
I ain't been checking for Lupe since 2011.
All right, so speaking of Lupe, we might as well just segue into it. Lupe was recently, we all know how hot Joe Budden is in the podcasting world is now, and Revolt as well. And he had a live conversation with Lupe for about 45 minutes where they really got into a conversation about the industry, about their experience as MCs, and how, I mean, I would kind of sum it up as Lupe very much saying, like, I feel shortchanged, and Joe Budden saying, like, nah, nigga, I feel shortchanged, and you're still regarded as one of the hip-hop legends. Like, you're still regarded as a lyrical MC of, like, beyond.
So you're saying Joe Budden was feeling salty?
Yeah.
Joe Budden was giving him his roses, if we want to say that.
Nah, he wasn't.
Nah, my nigga, you telling me.
There's no need to argue who's a better MC.
You telling me that Joe Budden was kind of
I won't go there. I love Joe Budden, but I won't go there. There's no argument. Okay. I love Joe Budden, but I will never argue who's better between him and Lupe. There's no argument there.
So who's better?
You want me to
Lupe. What?
Okay.
All right, you want me to tell you where I had a problem with this?
Go.
All right, go ahead.
I'll tell you where I had an issue with it. One, Joe Budden loves complimenting niggas and then putting himself in that boat with them like they all in the same realm. Like, he'll have a conversation with, like, Eminem or some shit and go, you one of the greatest of all time, you know, niggas on our level. And you like, nigga, what?
This nigga Lex, what do you got to say about Eminem? You don't like Eminem.
The nigga said verbatim, Lupe, you are one of the greatest rappers of all time, arguably one of the greatest rappers of all time.
He is. Absolutely.
Then, which is true.
Very true.
Then the next words out of that nigga's mouth was, niggas in our category of the greatest MCs ever. I said, nigga, what? Why does I feel like Joe Budden feels like he had a legendary career?
Yeah, I'll be dying with your fucking commentary, kid.
That nigga had a
No, I'm not gonna front. And that level, that's a fucking.
No, but dead ass.
Be on a stretch.
But
like, when I listen to Lupe, I'm like, dog, this nigga fucking will blow anybody out of the water. Like anyone. Like the stories he tells.
Your audio back in.
His bars.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, it's on. You on?
All right, so Jay, we're discussing, just to bring you up to brass. We're discussing Joe Biden's live with Lupe Fiasco. I don't know if you caught it.
What?
Lupe Fiasco chimed in on the live with Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm.
Did you catch it?
No.
All right. Well, all right, go ahead, Buddha, explain.
My problem with it is Joe Budden, anytime he interview niggas.
Well, tell him the gist of the interview.
All right, I'm gonna explain it when I touch on it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
The problem I have with Joe Budden's interviews, the nigga is an articulate nigga. You are very popular in the podcasting and journalism category. Right. You are very popular in that category. Mm-hmm. Stop acting like you was popping in the rap category. Just because you was putting out that is like,
this is factual.
You know, that's like my son getting a deal. Nobody is counting that my son is a good rapper, but then this nigga's talking to niggas like T.I. and he's over there like, niggas with a career like ours. No, nigga, you're not in this.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
This nigga said T.I.
You know what I'm saying? He's like,
who also got into broadcasting.
Yeah.
Talking about not for nothing. But you know who be doing that too? Nori.
Nori, I think Nori's great at his show. I know it's a segue, but I think he's fucking great.
No, but at least Nori
got a catalog.
Nori got a catalog and he had a run.
Yeah,
and Nori got gold records.
Joe Budden never had a run ever.
Yeah.
And Nori got gold records, dog. We can go pop off 10 Noriega songs.
Facts.
And good 5 CNN songs, nigga, to say, all right, my nigga, like, these are some records.
Yo, I hear Band from TV come on to this day, and I'm still like, what?
Woof.
That shit is
Joe Budden's nigga.
Wasn't it Nori had that what track, right?
It didn't go like that, bro. You know,
but that's the whole thing.
It was called what, right? You know.
But that's the whole thing. Even with Nori, you can throw hits out there. With Joe,
Nori got a set, dog.
Nori has a set.
CNN got a show.
Yeah.
And Nori has features.
Joe Budden, 4 songs, my nigga.
Yeah.
Joe Budden.
4 is way too much. 4 is way
nigga.
too much.
4.
4 is way too much. I'm giving them 2. I'm giving them 2.
Real shit, my nigga. Look, I ain't trying to hate. Hold up, fam. I ain't trying to knock niggas.
This is good.
All right, Dre.
My bad, go ahead.
I ain't trying to knock niggas. I'm trying to be real.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you take the lyricism, the artistry of them dudes, ain't no niggas know no Slaughterhouse songs.
Facts.
No.
Hey, it's dope. Nah. It's good to listen to it when you hear it, nigga, but
what's that joint? I'm in the club with my
Joe Budden.
You don't even know it, nigga. Just
I don't even know it.
And we up in the club.
Songs. The only 2 songs I'm giving Joe.
The
only 2 songs I'm giving Joe.
No. He's talking about the Slaughterhouse track.
Yeah. The Slaughterhouse track is the one where they're saying I'm in the club doing the 2-step or something.
Yeah,
and it wasn't even about the song.
It was hot.
It was the song, though. It was the beat. It was the beat. The beat was
a vibe.
Yeah.
But let's be real, nigga. The hot niggas out the shit is Crooked Eye nigga and Joel Ortiz.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Joel,
okay, wait. So hold on.
Joel first.
What's his name? The one who's still really cool with Eminem. Him.
Royce the 5'9".
Royce. Yeah, like, so you don't think Royce is good? You don't think that last project was good?
I just said what I said.
They're good lyricists. They're not good. They don't make good songs.
All right. Okay.
That's what I said, dog.
That's something worthy of discussing.
Crooked Eye and Joel.
Yeah. But
Joel,
that's the shit.
my bad.
I'm saying Joel. That pissed me off.
Then why would they? Then why do you think they pair? Then why do you guys? I know we're segueing heavily, but why do you think Eminem, being Eminem, would put them together?
Because Eminem's a lyricist.
Because it's a lyricist team.
But that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't that make him a little pickier, heavier?
No, we're not.
Eminem is also a storyteller.
Hold on, man. Jesus, bro. Like, look. We're not taking away the fact them niggas is lyricists.
Yeah.
Okay.
Star power.
Now it's clear.
So Eminem, nigga, is a rapper's rapper, dog. He will go and put lyricists. That was his shit, dog. His shady thing is him putting real bona fide rappers, not some cliche, gimmicky kind of shit, nigga. He's putting artistry. He is a nigga putting artistry back into the art form. We get that. But what we're saying is two different things, nigga, of saying this nigga is putting himself in the conversation, the boat, like he is a living legend, and he is not.
Yeah,
his catalog of material does not express that.
Yeah.
Make him a bona fide persona to own that title, nigga. Like, that's what he's saying. Like, not taking away, the nigga can spit.
Comparisons.
Right, no, of course he is definitely a poet.
But the nigga also flopped himself on the battle shit, flopped himself sales-wise and performance-wise, flopped themselves on the time frame of material because he did have the hot rod.
Yeah.
Right.
He did have the buzz, nigga. He did go from the Focus record to go build up to fucking the Jump Off record.
Yeah.
Right.
What would you say is the Focus record?
It's the shit that he had, dog. Like, cause he was on an independent label before he got picked up on Def Jam too.
Yeah, so pump it up. I would say
he had some shit, dog. He was on Top Records, I think, dog. You feel me? I was working that shit.
Yeah. No. Def Jam was the longevity of his career for sure.
So he had plenty of lanes. He even became like a TV persona on that Love and Hip Hop shit. So he had lanes, dog, to branch himself and solidify himself, nigga. He had the appeal for the women, dog. He was dealing all the vixens and shit, my nigga. But the material did not materialize for what he could have been. The other shit that he had, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's enough talking about this nigga. Like move on. What's next? I don't mean to say it that way, B, but it's just like cutting into some real time, nigga. Like, we're gonna talk about Royce the 5'9" here. Let me segue with Royce the 5'9", nigga.
Let's go.
DJ Premier and the RZA had a battle, nigga. When DJ Premier dropped the Boom record, nigga, he won that round, son. That's that, nigga. So we can talk about that battle.
Let's talk about that battle.
Good record.
All right. Wait. Hold on. So you're saying, now we're segueing to that this battle, DJ Premier and RZA. Yeah. So you're saying that Premier won that battle?
No, it was tied by me. If you go, if I have to go for the 20 songs, 10 for 10. Tie.
All right. Now. Before I even give my opinion,
their selection was bad.
Should we?
Yeah, they was playing crazy.
And this should be a blanket statement, really, and it's going to be. When we're looking at these battles and we're looking at how they're weighing them versus like whether it's a catalog versus lyricism, bars versus production, whatever you want to look at, whatever aspect of the record that we're looking at, when we're looking at these battles, do we look at the length of time that this person was in the game as a weighing factor?
Nah, you're looking at the material.
We don't.
You're looking at the records.
So you're saying somebody today, right? So you're saying that right now, let's say for instance from Atlanta, very popular producer, Zaytoven. Zaytoven could go against Swiss Beats on any level?
No.
Yeah, but it's two different eras. I feel like it doesn't even...
That was my question. My question was...
But you're saying how much
longevity in the game.
You stretching.
All right.
How much stretching?
I'm mad stretching, dog, because this is things that we spoke about for the last 2 weeks. They're not in similar territory or familiar territory of artistry.
Up north, down south.
Genre or style. Like, no.
North, down south.
Not even. That's not even, though.
It also comes with fans of each person you're being in an era.
I'm not disputing any argument. I'm just wondering.
No, but
like, are we weighing that as a fact?
In order to have a battle, you have to have the fan of that era being a fan of both people. You understand? The person that's watching it, they have to be in the same era because
the factors. That's what I'm saying. What are the parameters that we're judging these battles on?
Little John and T-Pain were popping.
Little John and T-Pain was fair.
So they could. A person that likes one could appreciate the music
the other
because it's the same era.
Right.
If you
a person that likes trap music might
most
not like
that is fucking with Swiss Beats is not fucking with Beethoven and vice versa.
Okay. So, all right.
You have somebody that can at least appreciate both artists, if not be a fan of both, to be able to judge it. Speaking
of which, when you're getting back to Ja Rule and fucking 50 Cent.
Moving too fast. We speeding though. We speeding.
That we had this conversation like a month and a half ago. But anyways, Jay, what do you think about what were we just talking about? We were just talking about T-Pain and Lil Jon.
Hold up.
Someone's phone is buzzing.
Yeah.
Like that's just been buzzing for like the last 15, 20.
Lex said this is grown folk hours right now.
Let me finish the podcast. I'm gonna hit you right back.
Quarantine. This nigga's got the hotline going.
Yeah.
I do think longevity in the game is a measure to look at. I do think that.
But I don't even think
I think that's very important. Like even when, the reason I bring that up is to say, for instance, when Jonta Austin went against Neo, I'm like, Jonta Austin has another fucking 15 years in the game.
Yeah, but
that was still a fair battle.
But that gives you leverage. That gives you more years of experience. How does that not give you an advantage? It's not really fair.
I'm not saying it doesn't give you an advantage.
Because before Neo was Neo,
Neo was supposed to body him?
Neo was
before Neo was Neo was still making records. Neo was making records before we knew who Neo was.
Yeah,
you were right.
So he was so sick. He had tracks already.
But he didn't drop So Sick before he dropped the first single was I Can't Help Myself. I just can't help myself. Okay, that one. That was his first single.
So Sick. I Can't Help Myself was not.
And then he followed it
So
with
Sick was his first single.
Yeah.
So Sick was the first one.
So Sick, dog. So Sick came and that was a game changer.
Knocked it out.
Right.
Yeah.
I Can't Help Myself was after because that was the people.
Yeah, I can't help.
That was the up-tempo, so that came after.
Hard, boy.
Yeah.
But that came after.
I mean, it did, but I'm saying Neil's first album is disgustingly classic.
No, don't say it.
It is.
I'm lost.
It really is. You're not an R&B head. If you're an R&B head,
that's not funny.
That's not what we're talking about. What you're saying, you're not even saying this stuff in chronological order.
Yeah.
That's the argument you just had.
What is the argument? It's still a classic. He can have a classic and still not be better than someone who was his predecessor.
No.
Well, it reverts back to what the original conversation was about.
All right, then. Okay, let's proceed.
I was talking about the RZA, and y'all talk what you want. Just tune me in. I'm here.
We're talking the battles. We're just talking about the whole
battle.
Yeah,
but we didn't even finish about the first battle.
All right, let's get back to it.
We're talking about a battle that happened 3 weeks ago, and we talking about the one that just happened this Saturday that just passed.
All right.
So you talking about niggas from three fucking weeks ago that already happened, dog, when this COVID shit happened. And we talking about the RZA and Primo, and we just skipping all that. We just skipping the moment in history.
Yeah, the RZA and DJ Premier. I scored it 13-7 Premier.
Mm-hmm. Well, who?
Premier over RZA. Just 13-7 for me, just because.
That's out of the 20 though, right?
Yeah, of the 20.
Out of the 20.
That's strong, nigga.
I'm not a large Wu-Tang fan. So there's songs that were popping Wu-Tang songs where he might have won the battle, but I fuck with the track he played more than the Wu-Tang track, just personally because
right.
I'm a Method Man, Redman. I'm a Ghostface fan, but I'm not necessarily a Wu-Tang fan. There's certain tracks that he played that are big RZA tracks, like big RZA tracks that are not.
So the RZA put his pride in the way, dog.
Yeah.
I was telling Jay that, son. Like,
yeah,
RZA could have had it, but he came with the bad selection out the gate.
Crazy shit. RZA played all the bangers after 20, son.
Yeah, it's true.
But
after 20.
That's what I'm saying. He came with a bad selection, dog. I think he wanted like a RZA moment, son, and just like I don't know what the fuck they was doing, nigga. Like I don't get this because they
it was disorganized in the beginning though. So
they're supposed to submit their 20 records in advance, nigga. So who the fuck approved of that? Like
they don't
being a
curator. 20 records.
Huh?
They don't submit 20 records.
They shouldn't be able to submit it. That would be unfair.
Huh?
That would be unfair if they submitted it ahead of time. That would be unfair.
You send your records in, dog. They know what
kind of record. Nah, they don't send them in. They should never be aware of what records
all they do is line up their music histories together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they line up their music histories. So that's why it'll be one song from them, one song from them. They just line the music histories up together.
Because pause, like not because if you announced it, it kind of it it up a little
they don't announce it to us.
The person is gonna know, like, oh, you're coming with
that takes the element out of it. That takes the the surprise element out of it.
You can't tell the person what.
All right, because I heard that nigga saying talk when he would go live. Nigga, send your listing.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, they might be, but that does take away
a bunch of times.
It just takes away from it. Is all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no, but they saying send your listing. Like when they say send your listing, I don't think they saying the 20 songs that they're gonna play. But send your body of work so we can put it up against this body of work.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because like every time there's about to be a battle, you'll see the post with all of their records versus all of their records and shit like that. And then that's when I start to make my decision like, okay, yeah, he did have this, he did have that.
Like me personally, I took Premier over RZA just because I fucked with the tracks that Premier put out more than I fuck with a lot of Wu-Tang tracks. There were some tracks that people that are Wu-Tang fans regard real high that I don't, just because I'm not a big Wu-Tang.
The reason I'm giving it the reason I gave it to RZA is because what I was looking at is the rounds that RZA wins, like those records that the records that RZA plays, like none of the Premier records can really go up against them. Like he has haymakers. Like his records is haymakers.
He has classics.
Like big.
That's
like
why
you know
I
what I'm saying? They real big. Don't get me wrong. Premier got a lot of joints.
It was touching the wrong MOP records in the first round, dog. Like I didn't get that shit.
Right.
Like there's records like I was like, yo, Premier nigga, like what is you doing, nigga? He ain't barely going to the Gangstar archive, which was crazy. Right. It took the nigga forever to play just to get a rep with the Wick nigga. Like I was like, what is this nigga doing, fam?
Right.
J. Rue was a cool record, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, but there's like what are these niggas doing, fam? Like I was like, yo, are these niggas really just prolonging this shit?
Yeah.
The bad selection to me, dog. Bad selection.
But I think
I just don't know. I don't know how RZA saved all of those songs for after 20. I couldn't understand that, son.
But I think
because it's fucking RZA and they were
Wu-Tang. I think it wasn't them trying to win the battle as much as them
showcasing music.
Had that many views and stretch it as much as possible.
Which is dope.
There's that 187.
For them, that was a big moment. So I think that's why they was pushing it, because they like, yo, if we could keep niggas listening for 3-4 hours, let's do it. Because you listen to 20 tracks, you can run through 20 tracks in an hour because they're not even playing the whole track. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you see
verse and hook. It really shouldn't be the whole track.
You see Swiss Pace posted the shit talking about this shit is bigger than us right now. Look for us on ABC or some crazy shit like that.
And the shit, dog. Now you can subscribe and catch the backlog footage.
Yeah, and he got the deal. They obviously got some kind of deal with Tidal right now where you could go watch it back and
for the culture, not for the pockets.
They deserve that though.
They gotta monopolize on it somehow. They're gonna do it.
Get it, nigga.
They set these up. They deserve it back.
Of course.
I get it. I get it.
Well, which is the perfect segue to our next topic.
Don't camouflage it, nigga. Just come straight out, nigga. Like, you feel me? Come like, all right, nigga, we're gonna be selling this and that.
What if they
I almost forgot.
Nigga?
Yo,
Tory Lanez, nigga. Quarantine apparel, nigga. Come get it. Right. He let you know, nigga, $45 a shirt.
I almost
forgot that RZA. Huh?
It's probably coming soon. He's talking about merch. Something I'm like, it's coming.
Oh, I don't think the merch. I don't think nobody cares about the quarantine merch as much as like a quarantine on somebody's station. Like if that shit go like like how Howard Stern TV used to be.
Yeah. What do you mean? No. What do you mean?
Visual.
How Howard Stern used to be.
Like, well, of course,
on
he's
TV.
the king. Right.
Yeah.
Wait, pause. Like, do you mean the visual? Do you mean the visual of women? Because Howard Stern was always known to be inappropriate and very, at that time. Or are you talking about just him talking?
I mean, quarantine radio going to TV.
Yeah.
Women.
What if Tory got a deal with
women,
FX, where they do Wilder? Where they have FXX or whatever. If he got a deal somewhere where they cool with girls shaking their asses, they cool with him cursing much, they cool with all that. I think that it'll be a great deal for him because I feel like that's the draw. Getting girls out is the draw in his.
Yeah, I think they should. I think it'll be dope, and I think it'll be dope if they keep it exactly the same how it is, where regular people could call in and turn the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be dope.
So wait a minute. So we're saying women are the denominating factor in this?
No.
What?
Are women the denominating factor?
No, they're the contributing factor.
Contributing factor. Explain.
They're an accessory to the outfit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Elaborate.
I feel like
they're an accessory to the outfit.
Don't get me wrong.
No. I'm not taking away from Tory at all.
All right.
Because I think Tory has a persona that is actually beyond Howard Stern.
All right. You want to know why they're the contributing factor and not the dominating factor?
Okay.
Because of the fact that
please, for men.
Tory is a better showman than anybody.
Than Howard Stern.
Boosie is doing it too, but the girls are getting way wilder for Boosie.
Right.
Because he's a hood ass nigga. He's a hood ass.
If the girls were the defining factor,
Boosie the truth.
Then Boosie.
He's the fucking truth.
Shout out to Boosie.
Boosie the truth. Boosie no filter. I want my inner Boosie.
Don't try to try to boat.
I want my inner Boosie to come back out, nigga.
No, but
Tory cool, nigga, but Boosie is where it's at.
Yeah. No, but if the girls were the defining factor, Boosie would be winning in numbers. But Tory wins in numbers because his production is better.
Right, of course. His production is immaculate.
The way that it is put together is better. So therefore, if it was just about the girls, Boosie would be winning, but Boosie's not because it's not about the girls.
Tory has a broader presentation.
Whoa. Let's be real. If it was just about the girls, Tory would still be winning. Because Tory has a better class of females, like a better caliber of women.
It's a broader presentation, bro.
It's
universal women.
It's a way better class.
No, but what I'm saying is, if niggas
we're getting on that right away. But go ahead.
If niggas was just tuning in for the girls strictly, then they'd be watching Boosies because the girls are getting wilder on Boosies.
Yeah, they doing more. They doing more over there for sure.
But Tory gives you a total package. It's like legit watching a show. It's
absolutely
a completely orchestrated show.
His voice, everything, the way he orchestrates it. Right.
It's the difference between, who's coming on next? What you doing to stay corona free? What you bringing to the table? We got a theme for today.
When he had DMX on there, y'all saw that one, right? When he was like, you got to do the signature DMX.
Yeah, he made DMX.
Spoken so much about DMX.
Quarantine radio?
Yeah, when he had DMX on Quarantine Radio. And he was like, fam, I need you to do that signature, girl. He was like, girl, everybody was going crazy. He's like, DMX just did his signature fucking. I was like, this nigga's stupid. Like, he does have the personality. He has the person. He's like a Charlemagne, but a different way.
No.
But a different way. He is like a Charlemagne, but a different way. He's not Charlemagne, but I mean Charlemagne in a different way. Like his personality.
You think about what you just said. No.
He's not.
Charlamagne.
Think about what you just said. Why is he breaking so many records?
I can't do it with Charlamagne no more.
Well, because now it's old to you. But Tory Lanez is new. It's quarantine radio. It's new.
I fuck with Tory just because I support Tory's movement. I feel like he was not getting the respect he deserved.
Because you've been fucking with his music.
Yeah.
I feel like Tory. Yeah, I feel like this has always been Tory.
Yeah.
Niggas just wasn't fucking with him before.
If you fuck with his music, I fuck with his music, so I know that.
I'm saying, if you was following Tory and you just knew what his post was like before this, they was the same. He was always acting wild, doing stupid shit. He always had bitches on his page. I just
always have bitches on his page.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he was always like
that was a topic for conversation too.
Nah, he was like he'll be taking pictures like on jet skis. He's on jet skis with bitches and shit. Like he always had bitches around him. So I'm glad that Tory's finally getting the respect he deserves because
he
put in his work. And I'm
me too. Me too.
I feel he deserves it. He put in enough time. He put in enough.
I know somewhere Sean Kingston is like, damn son.
Come on.
I dropped the fucking ball.
Yo, nah. Wait a minute.
Sean Kingston's the one that signed him originally.
Sean Kingston, Tory Lanez came out under Sean Kingston.
Yeah.
That's crazy, my nigga.
That was Sean Kingston's artist.
What the fuck happened?
He was trying to pop at the time and like not
just had him shelved.
Y'all don't remember Tory Lanez when Tory Lanez had a record with Slim Thug called I think Slept on You or something like that.
Yeah.
He used to play on.
Fact check that.
That was his first record. It was under Sean Kingston.
Yeah.
When they was in Miami. They was on their Miami Flex. I think it was called Slept on You or something like that.
Yeah.
But that was my shit. I was fucking with Tory from that record. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I've been a Tory Lanez fan.
It's called That's Gangster.
No, it's not. It's called Slept on You.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's what came up. All right. Keep going.
Yo.
Yeah.
She's like, yo, it's called that.
In the moments, I was like, that's what came up. I was like, okay, no, okay.
Yeah, it's definitely called Slept on You or something like that.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about though, because I was fucking with Tory from then, so.
That's when everything had like that Houston sound on it.
Yeah.
Chopped and screw kind of vibe. The fucking Cool and Dre beats was hitting at that time.
Yeah, like Tory, that's what I'm saying. He deserves the respect because he put in the time.
He definitely do. Shout out to Tory Lanez and everything going his way. For sure.
It's a separate question, but this came to my mind when I was talking about niggas that put in the work and deserves what they get. All these new artists that's currently popping like Lil Pump and fucking Smoke Perp and shit like that. Like even Lil Pump with all the posts that he be doing where, I started this new trend.
Can we talk about that real quick?
Yeah. Do you
real quick?
This nigga deserves the popularity he has for the body of work that he's put out?
Nah, but I think that's
Lil Pump?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but Lil Pump?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you mean, like, does he deserve more respect for his catalog or the genre?
I think that the influence that he has is deserved because he has not put out that much work.
Nah, he hasn't. He really hasn't.
Exactly. That's what I'm asking.
But I think his personality.
He don't got no personality. You know.
He got somebody. He does.
That's not what that is.
Little
Pump. Little Pump is an example of how the 360 deal works. You feel me? So it's not. It don't got nothing to do. It don't got nothing to do with like if we think that he deserves that. Like the way the 360 deal works is they're gonna put the bread into you to make you look like you're that.
Push him.
You know what I'm saying? But everything that you make goes back to the label and shit. You feel me? So like most of the new niggas is 360 deal examples of 360 deals and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them. Like everybody that's all of a sudden they hot or whatever, they like where they just all of a sudden get this bread from it's a 360 deal. All the money that they making is definitely going back to the label and shit. So that's why we would think that Pump is a situation. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what I feel like Pump is an example of that. But like, when did painting your toenails and shit become hip hop? Like, why we not accepting that, my nigga? Like, you're not gonna be painting your nails and your toes and then try to tell me you trying to start a trend. Like, that's some real clown shit going on right now. Son. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but they push
like, it's some real clown shit. Right. But see, the thing is, when you sign up, because when you sign a 360 deal, right, like, you have to do whatever they say, right? Because exactly, they control everything, the whole thing. So
if they say your hair green tomorrow, your hair green tomorrow.
Your hair is green tomorrow, right?
So with him, I just don't think. I just think they push him too hard where he doesn't. It doesn't warrant you the music. You're not putting it out. You like even Tekashi, even though he was a gimmicky dude, he had the music to back it up. Everything he put out was legitimate.
Everything was hitting.
Dog, don't act like you acting like it wasn't hitting. These things was banging out there.
His shit was hitting. You can't say his shit wasn't hitting.
Okay.
We not gonna say the records was hitting because of Tekashi, but the records was hitting.
The records were hitting because of the culture.
Nicki Minaj shit, come on.
Nah.
Hold on, Buddha.
You got to popping. Like, to some degree.
You said the record was popping. It's popping because of the culture.
If you do a record with Nicki Minaj, you gotta be already on a certain level. So
no,
I give him.
That's not true.
Why not?
He got the record with Nicki
for a Nicki verse.
But he's not paying for it because he's in the 360 deal, so they're gonna do that. That's what I'm saying.
No,
so it doesn't. It can. I can take. Huh? He's tied up. He's tied up in all that shit same way.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you're right. He probably is. He probably really is. But what I'm saying is,
obviously.
And if you want to be 100% real, if you want to be 100% real, he helped Nicki.
Facts.
Nicki didn't help him on that record.
Time.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but I mean that. But that killed. But that killed that whole thing of saying
each other. If you think about it.
No.
If you think about how. No. If you think about her notoriety and her signature on a pen,
Nicki was drowning at that moment.
How would it not help?
Nah,
Nicki was drowning. Nicki was drowning at that time. Kiki was, remember Cardi was whooping her ass at that time.
Safari was doing the most. Safari was out here doing the most, doing better than Nicki. Was Safari ever doing better than Nicki?
Hell no.
What are you talking about? Safari's doing better. I don't understand I don't understand.
Safari is on a show. Safari's doing performances. Safari's getting.
Are you asking is Safari more relevant than Nicki at this point?
Yes. Right now. So you think Safari is more relevant?
Yeah.
Yes.
Safari getting married.
That's kind of crazy.
All that is way bigger news than Nicki and her dude.
The niggas, I think he had his kid already with whatever.
More people care about that.
Safari been turned up on Nicki.
Yeah, he did. Do we think he wrote those records?
Hell no. Hell no. Nicki's out here spitting, dog. Like, they've been broke up.
Nicki can spit.
Then what the fuck is the problem? Then why wouldn't she still be the hottest shit in the streets?
Because, nigga, that's not relevant.
Cardi B.
But Cardi B definitely isn't writing her shit. You know that. You know Cardi B is not writing her shit.
Yeah, but
neither does Beyonce.
Neither does Beyonce, right?
Neither does Beyonce.
Neither does Rihanna.
At that point.
Neither does Rihanna.
Neither does Rihanna.
His own scripts. I don't give a fuck. He's still killing me.
As a writer,
neither does Drake.
1,000% agree. I can understand. No, sometimes you have a pen and niggas
snitching. They definitely don't care that Cardi not writing.
I understand. No, I mean, absolutely. But when you look at her other half being a nigga who's nasty with the pen, it's kind of
wait, who?
Offset. Come on, fam. Offset.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
You say, you jumping around, so I'm trying to keep up.
No, I said when you deal with a nigga who's that nasty with his pen, like
we're talking about Cardi. Okay.
We're talking about Cardi B.
Yeah.
it's kind of like, all right, the nigga's writing for her. Why wouldn't he?
Nah,
no, but he's not writing for.
He's not writing for her.
He has your own writers.
Because Partisan
styles, you can hear that.
Yeah, and Partisan writes. What's that nigga named Partisan?
Y'all don't think Partisan writes for Cardi B?
A lot. He writes for a lot. He's on.
Wait. Y'all don't think that Offset has written anything for Cardi B?
Those are two different extremes. What you're doing again? You're trying to go from one seed to a silo, like that.
Yeah, no, it's not the same.
That's what you do. You always backtrack to it. Like you're trying to go from one grain and compare that one grain to a silo. Has he written a song for her? Maybe. You get what I'm saying?
I'm not saying he's her
material.
Writer.
No,
I never said that.
You gotta understand that they are not secretive about.
I'm just saying, why wouldn't they take opportunity of that?
What I'm saying,
if my man is fucking Offset. Yeah, I'm gonna use you in a writing session.
Two different styles of writing.
Yeah, but it's right.
Yeah, it's not the same style. She's very much.
For instance, all right. So for instance, let's keep it a buck.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think Safari had anything to do with writing for Nicki? Absolutely. Reason why I say that is because when Safari spits, he spits exactly the same way how Nicki sounds when Nicki's rhyming. Now it works for Nicki, but it's not gonna work for Safari.
Because the execution is always different. It's like writing for fucking Drake. The execution is different. But go ahead.
So because for Offset to write for Cardi, it wouldn't sound. It's not the. You know what I'm saying?
It's not the New York sound you mean? Or her sound.
You gotta understand.
She is very New York.
You gotta understand that I don't think.
And he's very Atlanta.
All right.
Have you ever heard Cardi with an Offset flow? Ever?
Yes.
What song? All right. No. Before you say that, what's the Offset flow? What's an Offset flow?
I think Offset has a very versatile flow.
No.
Yes, he does.
By that question.
Yes, he does.
That's not what Jay Nice meant by the question.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Don't give an adjective.
Do I ever think that Offset?
All right. Yes. Motorsport.
That's not. You're naming a song now. You did not answer his question.
He asked me to name a song.
He said,
but that's
what in Motorsport.
She had an Offset flow.
He sounds like an Offset.
Said, what is the flow?
Yeah, she does.
She sound like Offset on that record?
How do I repeat his flow?
I don't think so.
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't. Yeah, Offset flow is that
punching.
That
the punch flow.
That's the same shit she does. Where she How not? Yes, she does.
Please.
Man, y'all bugging. Y'all bugging.
No, I'm trying to save the show before QC comes at us.
Y'all don't think Cardi B has ever gotten written for by her own nigga? Y'all are.
We not saying no. We not saying that she's not been in it. Like they probably in the bed and she be like, babe.
Of course, babe, help me write this fucking hook. What the fuck?
I don't know if it's help me write this though. I don't know if it's that.
There you go.
I don't even think who even says they go to the studio together.
Even if they gave you the cadence, cadence, that's arrangement.
All right,
that's the dead giveaway of a song.
Do you think
what
arrangement is everything in the song? What are you talking about?
Offset is really in the studio.
Yes.
When I put this
box
on him,
that nigga's in the studio world.
And he's
not in the studio world.
I don't think so.
All right. Y'all be talking.
Right now.
Nah, you're right. Yeah, he's never in the studio with his bitch. You're right.
Cardi was spitting before she got with the nigga though.
Facts.
But she's with him now. Why wouldn't she be with the spitting ass nigga?
What?
If my nigga was a writer, okay. I'm a writer. I am a writer. In real world, am a writer.
Hold on, Lex. Let me hear this.
Yes, real fucking talk. I've written songs and I've recorded and I've fucking written poetry and I've been writing for most of my life. So yes, if my nigga is a writer and he's a fucking stronger writer than me or as strong as me, I'm looking at him. That's like Beyonce and Jay-Z. Like, I'm like.
So you think that's exactly where I was going?
No,
so you
actually,
think?
no.
Now you're telling.
Pause,
so now you're telling me that
let me
Jay-Z's
take
writing
that
for
back because
Beyonce.
Jay writes. So
Jay-Z's
I would
Beyonce.
look at that like my nigga who also writes should either master my craft or I'm better than him.
What?
How can you not be better at a certain level of art? Okay.
Well, how?
All right. I'm a fucking phenomenal writer, but I draw like shit.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Exactly. I am a phenomenal writer, but I draw like shit, which means that I recognize my partner's other artistic craft. He has an ability to draw and express. I have an ability to write and express. It's not the same thing.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Y'all talk on the subject, dog. Y'all talk on it. Because every time I get in my bag, y'all always be.
That's the problem.
Every time I get in my bag.
This show is supposed to be about other people, not yourself.
Yo, that bag got a hole in the bottom. Yo, my nigga. I don't know if I feel
all three of y'all. I really do.
I don't know if I feel like Offset is writing for Cardi. I don't know if I feel like that.
I don't feel that way at all.
So Cardi writes her own shit.
No.
I didn't say that.
He has designated.
Nobody's ever.
We still on this subject, my nigga. With all the shit that's out there, dog. Like, how long is this show going for tonight?
Yeah, Cardi not writing a rap should not be news.
Cardi has been on TV saying that Partisan. That's the dude named Partisan, right?
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm not
Partisan Fontaine or some shit.
Mainly.
Huh?
He's the dude that writes for her mainly, like her.
Exactly. Right. She's been on TV saying that Partisan writes for her. So we know she doesn't write her own stuff. Like, there's no question that Cardi does not write.
Offset not listed on one track as a ghostwriter.
Exactly.
Because they're not even ghosts. They straight writers. They just get their credit.
Yeah.
Including on that Tory project. Was the record on there
too? Maybe.
Right. Has he probably given her a bar? Probably. Has she probably given him a bar?
Probably.
So as well.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? Because she can spit. She can spit.
She can spit. By her flow.
Cardi always had bars. The problem Cardi had is her vocabulary is not that extensive.
Right.
So she always
talking crazy though. I can't even blame her for having that reputation.
No, but I'm saying
for instance,
where Cardi she always had bars.
Like for instance, if y'all remember what's that song? Let Me Upgrade You, Jay-Z and Beyonce?
Yeah.
Yes.
The rap that's going on that joint, there's no question in me believing that Jay-Z wrote that for Beyonce, right? Like there's no going around that, right?
Yeah.
You can hear Jay-Z
you can hear it.
On that. Like you can hear Jay-Z spitting that.
Yeah, there's times when they do.
But do I feel like Jay-Z writes for, would I go as far as to say Jay-Z writes for Beyonce? No.
But when she raps,
she raps.
You know
she raps.
So that
it was one record. That was one record.
That's different.
All right, outside of Upgrade You?
What?
Where else? Well, that's kind of hard to think about.
That Jay-Z wrote for her?
That wrote for her.
Yeah, right.
On Ape Shit, he wrote for her too. You could just put Jay-Z's bars.
Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, I think he did.
And I think.
Or Quavo.
Mm-hmm.
I think Quavo could have written it too.
Quavo did the ad-libs. I could tell he phoned it.
I think Quavo could have also written it, is all I'm saying.
Maybe. Quavo be spitting.
Right, it can be. But I don't know if it matters. Like I don't know if
it really doesn't. It's still a hit.
It's not an issue no more.
Right.
Isn't it really all right? As a writer, I don't think it should be. I don't think it should be because people have different strengths. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't in particular like getting in front of a mic. I really don't. Ironically, you know, I don't really like, I would never really picture myself getting on stage. But can I write some shit that you can feel? Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a writer at heart. Like, when I don't write, I feel weird.
I believe rappers nowadays are actors, and I believe
that's hard when you're pretending to be. When you're a writer, you have to acknowledge that you see things in a different way, or you see things in like a despairing way, like something's wrong.
You gotta understand.
Like, you're a writer, you're an artist. It's artistry.
Very much buying into the character, buying into the.
That's part of being a writer. Yeah, like you observe. Well, you can write either from your perspective or someone else's.
Nowadays are actors.
I mean, I agree, but I don't see anything wrong with having a writer. I think most people should have writers.
All right.
Like, sing outside of your character.
Denzel don't write his own scripts. People don't care. So, no one cares anymore that people are writing their bars. No one cares. It's not even a conversation. It is a very old head mentality for people to be sitting here going, oh, Cardi's not writing her own raps, but Nicki is. That's great. Cardi's songs are better now than Nicki's are currently. Who cares?
Quick side question. We all know that, I would think that we all know that Nicki Minaj was doing Queen Radio before Quarantine Radio. So who bodied it better?
No one was listening to Nicki shit. And she wasn't.
Queen Radio versus Quarantine Radio.
I don't even think it's a competition.
If Nicki was.
It's really not. I was just asking
it was not getting retweeted.
Just because they both rap.
Posted, it wasn't getting listened to. If Nicki,
people weren't. I mean, if you don't fuck with the podcasting world, I don't see how you would.
She's had some good episodes.
She's had great episodes, actually.
She's had some good episodes where the only ones that pop off though is the ones where she's like yelling at somebody or some crazy shit like that. You know what I mean?
And her voice is.
She's forever yelling at somebody, right?
I don't know if it's any comparison though.
Yeah. No, it's definitely not a comparison because not even in the numbers. So that's why I brought it up. I'm like, it's interesting to think that Nicki Minaj, who's somebody who's such a notarized rapper.
Numbers wise, it's something different though, because numbers wise, you're talking about Apple Music machine versus Instagram when you catch it. You know what I mean? So numbers wise, she's probably slapping on the numbers part. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, I think Tory's control over it, and the fact that Tory's keeping niggas' attention for hours. He working a whole shift out here.
Yeah,
do you understand? Tory that got Instagram to give him his page back. You understand? Like his page was blocked. He's not supposed to be back on until he wasn't supposed to be on until today, the 14th. He was supposed to get his page back today.
He's been on for a minute too. But that's
if you get the fucking CEO of Instagram talking about you, like, you know how major that is? You know how major that is to get the CEO of one of the, next to Facebook, is the biggest social media enterprise there is. And this motherfucker's like, yo, you know what? If you keep it PG-13, though, I'm going to let you slide. Like, they blocked Lil Duval. They blocked a couple people because of the twerking and the women. And, that's a whole separate conversation.
I'm sure it had to be some kind of negotiating in there. And
of course.
There must be some kind of negotiating. You're right.
Tory probably caught a nice little. He probably caught a nice little. Because they're all
selling shit as well.
Out of the shit.
Yeah. They're selling shit as well.
Instagram knows if Tory's not on live,
right?
That's 400,000 people that ain't on live right now, son.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some kind of deal. I'm sure on Tory's end, Tory's like, yo, my album is about to drop. I need this right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm sure that played a role in it.
Right.
But I think it was a good hand in hand. I'm sure there was a deal in it somewhere. I know Diddy is definitely writing Tory a check for sure. You know what I mean?
No, I would think so. Why not? You're getting that much exposure.
Y'all saw that Diddy dance shit?
Yeah.
Damn, that
I mean, what? For a Sunday afternoon, it was Diddy and Diddy.
That's what started to be. What is it? Segue. What is it, Lex?
I wasn't with it.
Segue.
I wasn't here for it.
I love it. What is it?
That Diddy Sunday.
So Diddy's dance off.
Nah, I wasn't here for it.
All right, so I'm pretty sure Lex is referring to Diddy's dance off, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't trying to watch it. I wasn't trying to work.
I'm asking Lex. Okay. Go ahead, Lex.
It's like in real life, when I tune into anybody live and you got your kids dancing in the background, I log off.
Yeah, nigga, that shit was whack.
And then I go about my business.
That shit was like 9 hours though, B. That shit was kind of like that.
I mean, but you gotta understand. You gotta understand the cause was he was raising money, right? So that's
I get it. I get it.
If the money really does go where it goes.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He was raising money. He was raising money for a good cause.
That's any nigga, my nigga. Like, who knows? Time out, Jay. We in the day and age, nigga. Like, if niggas is really following that okie doke for that charity shit, my nigga, like, y'all niggas gotta go check yourself and your fever, my nigga. Receipts, nigga. I don't even fuck with Goodwill. Goodwill don't give shit away. Goodwill is for the CEOs, nigga.
Yo, wait. Lex.
You not know that Goodwill is a for-profit organization?
Yeah, dog.
Lex, you gotta expound, please. Lex, you gotta expound for the audience, because most people wouldn't know why.
If the audience is following us this long, my nigga, they know what time it is.
Listen,
they know who your ass is. I know.
When did he get on and talk about, oh, he donating this and don't? Anytime celebrities use the words donate,
you're like
tax break.
It's a tax write-off.
Don't fool around with nobody. You got to understand that when somebody get paid $5 million and then 2.5 of it gets taken in taxes, but if you pay $5 million,
the whole game changes. Everything changes.
No, but if I give away $5 million, then I get a $5 million tax break. You think I'm not gonna do it? You crazy?
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Because you gotta.
Let's go, Jay. What do you think?
That's why these people give money
away.
What? You think these celebrities?
What I think about the dance-a-thon?
Yeah, what do you think about the dance-a-thon? All the celebrities checking in. It was raising Easter Sunday. Over $5 million.
It was Easter Sunday. It was Diddy. It was Diddy doing Diddy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think there was nothing wrong with it. I mean, for somebody sitting home with nothing to do on a Sunday, and you can see some of your favorite celebrities chime in real quick. Now, mind you, don't get it fucked up. It's not about the charity when they calling in, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? They calling in because they need that couple of seconds of fame.
Publicity.
Right. He's gonna ask you what you want to play.
PR.
He's gonna play. If you're an artist, he's probably gonna play your record. You know what I'm saying? Like, mind you, it's a shitload
that
of
shit
people
fell flat, nigga. That shit was really disappointed. What Diddy should have did, my nigga.
Knocking that shit down, like,
nah, B, I'm telling real shit, dog. For me to go and tune in, nigga, I'm tuning in, dog, because I am a fan of this man's work from the jump, son. This is close to 30 years of me knowing this man's music and this nigga's position in hip hop, B. So I'm tuning in as a fan, nigga. I even root for your children, dog. Like, your son got something going, nigga. If you do it right with him, and the other nigga, or you know, his kid, or
all three of them is hitting.
I don't know
what the other one does though.
But yeah,
I think he was playing football or something for 1 minute, or
I met one of his sons, Sean.
We'll let him slide. We'll let him slide.
Okay, let me get back to let me speak the facts of this. Look, son, little Diddy nigga King Combs, he got something, nigga.
Right.
And he got something because he got his dad's mannerism down pat. He's
important kid.
Straight up. He got the shit down pat. He just needs material. And he's doing the right thing. He got access to it. He got the name, nigga. So I don't know why he's not pursuing the avenue.
Don't get me wrong. All the records he hit last year was hitting.
They recycle records though, my nigga.
Was
not
Sean,
that hard.
It was the little Sean Combs. Like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, they go.
Jay. The one who was dropping records was the little Diddy,
King
right?
Combs.
King Combs. All right.
Yes.
King Combs is not Kim Porter's kid.
It is.
The one who I'm talking about. Oh wait, that might be Kim Porter's kid. You're right.
Can I get back?
Oh, you're right. The one.
I know.
So
Can I get
who
back
is Sean?
This.
So.
Go ahead, Draya. No, go ahead, Draya.
Give me a break, Lex.
Go ahead, Draya. No, because you're stealing my thunder, my nigga. Like, just go ahead.
I was just asking who was King, who was his kid, who's his mom?
Cares. I don't care about his kids.
All of them are Diddy's kids, except for one. And it's still his kid.
That was the one that I was talking about.
And that's where I was fucking going to.
Okay, go ahead.
Done. Next.
No,
I'm going back to looking at some sneakers to order.
Yo, listen.
Yo, Jay, roll me up something, nigga. Buddha, pour me something, son. Just.
Moral of the story is, shit was whack.
Oh, God.
I was really gonna go and say some epic shit, but no.
Wow.
You know what? Let me stay quiet and let the team talk. Let me stay quiet. Go ahead.
Oh, were we? The team was trying to talk.
Go ahead, team.
The team was trying to talk.
Go ahead, team. I really apologize. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Oh man, but
I'm waiting.
So yeah,
I'm not with it. I wasn't worried about it.
It wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't tuned in like I would be tuned into quarantine radio.
Yeah, I feel like Diddy had his motive. He achieved it. I feel like it was executed well for what he was looking to do.
I heard something about Lizzo. Lizzo got cut off.
Yeah, Lizzo got cut off because she was dancing, and then I guess he tried to stop her from twerking.
Mm-hmm.
Which
anybody want to see that though?
No, that's the.
I mean, apparently niggas want to niggas know Lizzo for twerking and being a big girl that be twerking and shit.
But she a big girl with no shape though. You get what I'm saying, nigga? Like I understand having a thing for big girls, but she a big girl with no shape, nigga. She's like big and flat.
Niggas act like they shaming her for twerking. They shaming her because don't nobody want to see that shit. Same way they was telling Miley get off the stage because she ain't got no ass.
Yeah.
And Miley ain't fat. It was just don't nobody want to see that.
Got no shape. Like niggas don't want to see that.
Don't nobody want to see that shit. Keep it pushing. Don't nobody want to see Lizzo ugly ass. Like, yeah, I don't doubt there's niggas that's there for it. That there's niggas that's into big girls. That's fine. That's cool.
I mean, it's a part of Lizzo's gimmick though. You feel me? So
yeah, but
it came with the whole.
I'm tired of
very much so.
But you
heavily.
But you not
literally
like
heavily.
Just save that. They got enough Instagram thoughts that spent enough money on their body to be out here wilding out.
Right. Yeah, I think eventually she's gonna get tired of being that chick.
Yeah.
She'll eventually get tired of that.
Yeah.
Who's getting tired of?
Lizzo. You'll get tired of being.
She's getting tired of being like the staple big girl.
No, the fucking. The keep twerking.
Yo, Lex, you okay over this?
I said staple big girl because I figured that's what y'all are insinuating.
Yeah. Not nobody.
These Jordans, nigga.
Nobody.
This nigga Lex is vexed over here.
I'm not vexed. I'm just waiting for when we getting back to some real ass topics. Nobody
give a shit about Lizzo's.
All right. We're really basically touching on. All right. We're really touching on Diddy more than we're touching on Lizzo. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Y'all all laughing at me, but we're really touching on Diddy, even broadcasting or commenting on her. So we're more so talking about her.
All right.
And the part of the backlash that he got was he stopped the live when she was twerking because it's supposed to be family oriented. However, when Draya was twerking and doing the most, he was applauding her and telling her that she's one of the best to ever do it.
Cool.
So,
two different looks.
Drea, the girl.
And it wasn't even about that. They
hip
Lizzo.
hop.
It didn't have nothing
like
to do. It didn't have nothing to do with her
star,
twerking.
I guess.
It didn't have nothing to do
Drea,
with her
she's
twerking.
the pretty chick. Everyone.
Drea Michael. Or Drea Mitchell or Michael, whatever her name.
Not me.
Drea Michael. Or Michelle. Yeah. Drea Michelle.
Oh, yeah.
Drea Michelle, yeah, I think that's what it is. So, I mean, she did her thing. I mean, I watched it. I was like, all right, Drea looks pretty good. Like,
but it wasn't about that issue. That issue wasn't about Lizzo twerking.
I mean, Drea does look good, though. She does. Good. Shut up, Jake.
It wasn't about Lizzo twerking.
That Lizzo was dancing to was a song with a lot of curse words and some. I don't know what song she was dancing to, but it had a lot of curse words and shit in there. And it was supposed to be a family-oriented show. It's people in front of the joint with their family. So that's why Diddy cut it off, because of the song that she was dancing to. She cleared that up on Tory Lanez shit. She cleared that up on Tory Lanez.
And shit. Also, even when Drea was twerking, she never showed.
They made her talk to Jay-Z.
Her ass was out of frame.
Right.
Like, her ass was out of frame?
She had a full bodysuit on.
She did have a so her ass was out of frame.
Yeah, she stood up at one point, but her ass was out of frame. And as opposed to Lizzo, where somebody that's notorious for pulling a thong out of nowhere and shit, big difference.
Right.
Well, what do you think, Lex?
She was in for. Look at this. Like had a full bodysuit.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing.
Okay,
now the reason that let's not get it fucked up. The reason that Drea is calling in and doing that is because that's giving Drea 2 minutes of time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
The attendance was
so it's not really about
the attendance was like 60,000.
Yeah. He's nowhere near Tory numbers.
Yeah,
you understand? Nowhere near.
So and then when Lizzo, the queen of wearing a shirt and then no fucking shorts on underneath, and it's two different types of like. I hate the comment above it says Lizzo started twerking on Diddy's IG live, and Diddy's talk about stop. It's Easter Sunday, but Draya twerks on the same live, and there's no issue. Y'all can't even hide all disdain.
Because she had coronavirus, nigga.
It says y'all can't even hide all the disdain for fat women. It ain't no disdain for
Lex.
Women. It's the
dog. Look.
Yo, all right, Buddha, keep it 100 like you were keeping it 100 off camera.
Stop.
Say it exactly like how you said it off camera.
That ass. There is a thing called universal appeal. And some niggas fuck with it.
Explain, elaborate, please expound.
If there is a nigga, there are plenty of niggas on IG. These niggas got crispy tapes, niggas got waves, these niggas got V cuts, 8-packs, taking pictures in front of the mirror, dick wrapped around his leg and shit, doing the most.
Yeah, doing the most.
Universally appealing. I'm not taking no pictures with all this, nigga.
Right.
In the mirror, dick out, in my fucking in the Speedo in front of the mirror, doing the most, going, yo, why I'm not getting the same amount of likes? Y'all niggas out here fat shaming. Nah, nigga, there's something called universal appeal. And
that's a fact.
Fuck with it. You can't put yourself in the same boat and act like it's the same shit.
Oh man, thank God.
You even got no hair, dude. There's niggas out here with waves. Niggas got channels just strictly for their waves. I could take a picture, not even with my body in the frame, just because I'm bald. Bitches like, I ain't fucking with it. So when you think I'm out here going, hoes out here bald shaming? No, nigga. There's universal appeal.
Right.
Cause some people fuck with it. I'm saying there's not niggas here that's feeling Lizzo. Lizzo does not fit in this universal appeal bracket. is not what niggas would refer to as
Deacon bracket.
Time out, G. I'm gonna take it a step further, dog. Look.
Yo.
Who was the article written by? And what race was the person? I'm gonna keep it that way.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Nah, cause real shit, dog. Our culture embraces women with some meat on them. Big time. We're advocates. We're champions for that. We support big women.
True.
So it's about who's putting the spin on the article, nigga. So fuck him or fuck her, whoever wrote it.
And then, like I said, Liz already cleared it up and said that's not the reason. Like
But on top of that, back to the journalists, nigga. They ain't invited to the party any fucking way. So that's why I gotta say,
right.
Leave Lizzo alone, nigga. Let me go fat shame her with all this love.
Hey.
I'm just not here for it. So stop the bullshit.
All right. So raise your hands. Who's here for it?
Lizzo, let me get lost in the fold.
Who's here for it? Who's here for it? Who's like, yo, I'll fuck with it.
There's definitely some sexy big girls.
No, definitely. There is.
Hey, what's that big girl line? Lynn Bryant?
Yeah. That's a fucking big girl store, Lex.
That's where you find them at. I ain't gonna go find them at Dots.
That's a fucking mall, nigga.
Lynn Bryant, baby.
Listen.
That's a fucking mall, dog. Like, come on, dog. Lynn Bryant is up there.
Pull up.
All right, listen.
Lane Bryant ain't no mall, nigga. They ain't shopping. They ain't in no mall. They in shopping centers, nigga.
All right, let's talk.
They in their own section.
All right,
let's talk.
Hey,
as a woman, can I speak as a woman?
All right, one more.
When do you not?
I'll do this and then you.
When do I not exactly?
When do you not?
He talks.
All right, I'm a titty man. You understand?
Yes. Okay, you're speaking. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
A girl got some big titties and a beautiful face. There's plenty of big girls that fit in that category.
Yeah, fat
for it all day.
Mm-hmm.
Lizzo is not even one of those girls. Her titties are looking crazy in the bikinis.
So you don't even think she's pretty?
I think she's alright, but fat girls with no titties be upsetting me. They should be having me upset.
Yeah. When fat girls ain't got no titties, they fat. when fat women have titties, she pretty.
Yeah.
It balances the body, dog. It balances the body. Because then if a fat girl's fat with no titties, nigga, it's like looking at the homies, nigga.
For real. Yo, Lizzo looked like a couple niggas I used to play football with back in the day.
Nigga, it's looking at the homies, dog.
Yo, this nigga said that shit to me earlier. He's like, yo, Lizzo looks like some niggas I used to play football with. I was fucking dying in the fucking car. I was like, yo.
Nah, like, that I grab a burger and go watch the game.
I can't with none of y'all right now. Like,
nah, dead ass. I grab a burger and go watch the game with her. But I ain't trying to fuck. We can chill.
All right, so we get it. Her ass is too big. Okay, look, this is my personal take on it. I think as a woman, we automatically have a million, like insecurities. Women. As women, we have, are my boobs big enough? Is my ass big enough? Is this? Is this? No. Now, especially now that plastic surgery is such an advent, it is. It really is a topic. I'm telling you, amongst women, it really is. Like the women who go and get work done and women who do not. So it really does kind of weigh in. And this is a discussion that you have even with men. So it's kind of like, bitch, like, stop fucking playing and acting like you're the fucking staple for what niggas want to look at when you're not, and you know that. And outside of that, there's fucking health factors and all kind of shit that we're disputing against. Bitch, stop acting like you look great. Nah, nigga, you don't. You don't, because you're completely out of shape. You look crazy.
Whoa. I'm not co-signing that. I'm not co-signing that.
No. I'm talking about being completely out of fucking shape and saying that is the standard. I disagree with that 100%. As somebody who trains, I disagree with it 100% because if you're gonna own not fucking working out and not training at all, then own that. Don't say that you are what it should be when you have a million other problems. You can't find the right clothes to fit you.
Rewind, dog. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about I wasn't paying attention. So rewind, and what are you talking about?
We're still talking about Lizzo and Lizzo being either she's industry standard or she's not. And I don't think she's not. And I think she's trying to push something that does not exist or should really ever exist. You should never want to be fucking 250 fucking pounds. Like, why?
Yeah, but the reality is that there are people that are trying to
take
her
ass
outside and go walk, dog.
That's what works for her, and that's what works for her music.
Because
if Lizzo made them tracks, if Lizzo made them tracks being a skinny person, that follow-up single, it would not apply. That is like the TLC's ugly.
But does it work for y'all? But does it work for y'all?
Who? Obviously, dog. What's the first thing I say? I say, get a slingshot and take that journalist who wrote that shit, send that shit that way, dog. And send my ass to Lane Bryant, baby. Because Lex like them big, baby. Like them big. Okay. Baby, big. All right? Size don't matter, shorty.
I'm done with you guys.
I'm not even arguing the size. I'm arguing Lizzo is not for me. I don't like big girls with no titties, and the ass not even fat. Ass looks crazy.
But the bank account straight, so Lizzo.
Bank account good, you know what I mean?
Bank account good.
If it ain't me, it's Jay Lizzo.
Hey.
All right, so now that we've been talking about chicks and the whole era that we're going through right now, what do y'all think about OnlyFans and the whole culture of twerking and the whole culture of women, doing the most and maybe doing the most more than usual on social media in terms of regular when we can just leave the house and everything is cool? Like, what do y'all see as a difference now?
Ain't no difference. Gram, no gram, internet, no internet. If she about it, she about it. That's that.
Okay.
It don't mean nothing.
Wait, come on, Lex.
Nigga, I'm telling the real shit. It's just more avenues for her to get more resources and more notoriety or do whatever fucking coax her and makes her feel good, dog. But if that shit wasn't there, nigga, she's still doing it. That's what it is. Opportunities there or not, dog. Whether they want to go grab it or make it or what, like, that is who you are. Like, if you doing it once, twice, 1,000 times, nigga, that's you, nigga. So, like, nah. It's gonna be done regardless.
Nah, I'm here for it. I feel like OnlyFans is gonna be the new strip club. I just feel like niggas only get wilder with time, and the shit that they want to see is going online because of the fact that it's less. I feel like the strip clubs are slowly dwindling down. Like
they're all fucking closed.
What?
They're all closed.
No,
you know what this shit is?
Before this was hitting, strip clubs there was a time when strip club would fucking charge $80 to get in, niggas were still beating down the door to get in. Now, shit is $10 on a good night, and then the shit ain't even full on a Friday. So attendance is lower because everything is going virtual now. So I feel
fam,
that is taking over.
For the old heads who watch, it's gonna lead to that Demolition Man shit. Niggas having fucking virtual cyber sex and all that fucking weird shit.
Yeah.
That's what they trying to program you to, nigga. That dumb visual get off and stimulated from that shit. Nah, nigga, I'm old school, nigga. Them cheeks ain't in my hand. I ain't here for it.
Nah, facts though.
Straight up.
Jay, where you at? Jay, where's Jay?
In person.
I'm here. I'm here.
At the strip club. Shit.
What's your take on it, Jay?
On what?
Yeah, the virtual
on the advent and what we see as seemingly more publicity on women getting advent on the
popularity of OnlyFans.
The popularity of women twerking
I got way too much going on in my background.
Jay, I see you.
I'm in the club. I'm in the club. I'm in the club.
Kid, holy
I'm in the
shit.
club. I'm in the club. I'm in the club.
I told y'all that nigga was at the club. I said it to y'all earlier, and y'all was both like, that nigga's like, nah.
Where the O's at, Jay?
Huh?
I did say that shit about you earlier, kid. I was like, yo, Jay's at the club right now.
And tipping right now.
Look, you revealed yourself.
I just feel like everything's going virtual now. Niggas get nastier online than ever. So
I mean,
that shit gay though, dog. Like no disrespect, fam. It's cool to see a bug out and wild out, dog, and get it, nigga. But real shit, nigga, coming from where we come from and being around what I've been around and see what we seen, especially living where we live, nigga. That shit's patty cakes, dog. Like,
yeah. I mean, realistically, like I see it. I mean, it wouldn't be my chick, you know what I'm saying? You'd never be my chick doing that. But I mean, to each his own. If that's what you want to do, turn up. I'm here for it. You know what I mean? Just pin your cash app. Fuck it.
The cash app.
It wouldn't be my chick.
Pin the cash app. You know
coming out strong, dog.
Wait. Pause.
Strong generating.
Jay, why wouldn't it be your chick?
Huh?
Jesus, once you put a savage on your arm, Jay.
I love it. No, I want to know.
How would it be? I don't understand.
Okay,
what I'm into.
Not be
a rule, B.
That's not. Okay, not into. I'm not.
Okay, you're dealing with a chick. She's like the flyest thing in your sight at the moment to you.
Okay.
But she just happens to like to shake her ass in a thong on Instagram.
Once you my girl, niggas should not know what your asshole look like.
Right, like what? What you saying? Would I hang out with her?
I love to hear this shit.
I would definitely hang out with her. Yes, we can kick it. Would that be my girl? No. Like, what you mean?
Thanks.
I don't understand.
So that's disrespect.
Her name.
So it's disrespect.
No, I'm not gonna say it's disrespect because she was probably doing that before she met me. She didn't meet me and then decided she wanted to get her OnlyFans page. She had her OnlyFans.
True. Very true.
Like I'm not changing. I'm not here to change. I'm not here to change nobody. Like you do what you do. I have to decide if that's what I want to deal with or if that's not what I want to deal with.
I think that's one thing most men don't get about women. Like, if she's doing shit like that already, she was doing that shit way before you came around, fam. Like,
you just said that though.
No, I know, but as a woman, I'm co-signing it. There's no other woman in the room.
But that's anybody. I'm like, nigga, like you gotta let them live, my nigga. Cause I'll tell a chick all day, son, do you? Cause I don't want to see shit when I do me.
Nigga. It's like the nigga that looks at the chick on Instagram all day and her thong and her bikini, yeah. She posts up every day in her thong and the bikini, but then he actually gets to meet her. They like each other, and now you want to change what she do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you met her doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't feel like you about to change what she do. I mean, she can compromise for the situation if that's what she want to do. You know what I mean? But it's not your place to be like, all right, now that we're together, you can't be on Instagram in your thumb. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's on her.
I think it's better.
She should feel like she should genuinely, as a woman. If we say it as a woman, she should feel like I'm with somebody, and that's not what I should be doing.
All right, but
as
time
a
out,
wife.
son.
You know what I mean?
I want to clarify because I think I know where Draya be going with shit. She gets shit confused. Now it's different if a nigga's fucking that kind of chick or entertaining her on a sexual or intimate level than you saying you wiping up and want to settle down and rep and rock with it. So those are different things. So
exactly.
So sometimes people can get it misconstrued, dog. But like again, I said to each his own. Because if you're a real dude and you stepping up to the situation, if you know she had jumped off or been passed around, does her thing or sells a body or strips or dances, nigga, you're making that choice to get up so you know what you signed up for. So you can keep in a rock with it, or you can say, hey, shorty, you know, I'm only here for a good time and I gotta go. You know what I mean? So it's different ways you can play it. But everybody knows who they are and knows what they into and knows what they sign up for when they meet somebody. You know what I mean?
But I'm here for it.
No, but I say, ladies, live. Like Lex is a advocate for you being happy. Live.
I done supported a couple of OnlyFans pages. Now, my only issue with the OnlyFans pages
bravo.
Is
I don't have one, but bravo for them.
They're misleading.
It's bullshit, my nigga. Like some of them is
they got on the IG.
Sometimes some of them is real though. Some of them is lit. Some of them is litty. Some of them is litty. I ain't gonna hold you, but a lot of them, the like a lot of the Sadiddy up bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like the bitches that's already up on the follows and shit. Like you go in there to see the same shit that's on their page. Maybe a couple of pictures that didn't make it, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but it ain't. But then like the other, there's definitely chicks on there that you could for the $5.99 a month, $6.99 a month, and they is busting it the hell open.
The hard workers, dog. The real ones. The hard workers.
No, but I'm with it.
Yo, Buddha, what do you think? What do you think in this age of day when porno is free?
But I'm with the advancement of sexuality in any regard. Like,
you know, go ahead, Buddha.
I'm with women be able to showcase all this shit, and then it's just a normal situation. I fuck with that because I prefer bitches that wild out like that all around. I just feel like it's a better situation for society, period. I feel like the fact that we still in a age where niggas even show a nipple on TV is wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to get way past that. Because shit is so much crazier than even that. So I feel like I'm with the advancement of sexuality at any time. I think it's a good thing. I think it creates a situation where it's only more content being put out there. Fuck it, who gives a fuck?
You know why OnlyFans works and it resonates with people? Because you have a precursor to know who the person is that you go get the OnlyFans account. You can get attachment or a rapport with the person by following them daily through their social media. So it becomes more of a desirable interest than you just logging on to some Pornhub shit and just clicking on some random ass shit. There's no connection.
They want to feel like they know somebody personally.
Exactly. And that's what the OnlyFans is, and that's why I can understand why that shit does what it does.
Yeah, which for me is just not my thing because I prefer personal interaction. I just prefer for it to be somebody that I can be out in the streets wilding out. I don't like to be at the house just going, let me see what so and so is up to today. It's not my thing. Corny. Yeah, that's why that's just not how I live. So because that's not how I live, it doesn't do nothing for me. But there's definitely popularity in it because of the fact that it's people that a woman is always going to be able to find a way to make some bread. If that's how you making bread daily, by all means do you. But it is humbling to a lot of regular ass females out there that think, I hear this comment from so many bitches like, oh man, if I was to do this, I'd be making thousands. Or if I was to be out here doing it, bitch, all right. You got to understand that porn
it ain't for everybody, dog.
It may seem huge. Shit is very small, B. All right? Yeah. There's a reason why.
I mean, but you can make the thousands. You can definitely.
Yeah. No, dog. No, nigga. No. Bitches be thinking women think because they got titties and pussy, nigga, that they a firecracker, nigga. Facts. Stop playing yourself.
Humble.
Stop playing yourself.
Be humble like your mama.
There's a lot of women out there just because you can get laid in some. Look, son. I knew this conversation gonna come up, dog.
Let's go.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, dog, because you be fucking gassing women up like they know, B. Look, a woman can go out there and sell that pussy, nigga. Don't mean a nigga want to buy it.
Facts.
She could be out there on the block, nigga, ready to go, nigga, with the $5 sign. Don't mean it's for everybody. It still don't mean she's gonna clean up that $5 selling the box, dog. Like I said, nigga, you can get it gassed up like y'all firecrackers, nigga, but that's not the case, dog. Not every firecracker lit. There's a lot of duds out there.
That you know what I mean? I'm going to tell you the other day.
Yeah.
The other day, what are the people that I know that I grew up with? she was like, she put some shit up. It was like, oh, I'm about tired of all these niggas hollering at me, all in my inbox and all this shit. She's like, I'm about to start up an OnlyFans, so y'all niggas got to pay to holler at me or whatever, some shit. All this bullshit. Put the info up. And never. I'm talking about the next day. That shit was crickets. It was, and I was like, all right.
You found out the hard way.
Like that chick.
It works for some chicks.
That's sad, like a motherfucker as a woman.
This is even a perfect example, dog.
All naked shit and
here's a perfect example. I'm gonna prove it to you. You can see this as a female. If you in a strip club, dog, not all of them make the same money. The club pack.
No, you're right.
You got strippers in there, butt naked and doing their dances. They ain't leaving with shit, dog. They ain't even living with enough to pay the house fee. Okay?
I ain't gonna lie. It's just a couple. It's like I only support the OnlyFans off the fact that, you know, like it's some bitches that you probably just wanted to see them naked. So $5-6, I'll run it. You know what I'm saying?
But like I'm saying, but she's trying to say.
I'm talking about the regular.
Away, dog. Like
I'm talking about the regular chicks. I'm talking about like the regular chicks, like not the like famous chicks. You know what I mean?
But there's some regular ass females out there that swear that they bad as shit.
No.
Right.
No, exactly. Every regular chick ain't a go, dog. You get what I'm saying?
Every regular chick is definitely not a go. Hell no.
Ain't a go.
OnlyFans done humbled their ass.
Right.
Subscriber list looking weak, D. I don't come out here. I hate it. I hate it. That shit be upsetting me when bitches be out here. Oh, if I was doing this, it's just because of these hoes. If I was doing this, I'd be making millions of dollars. Like,
they salty and get the game a black eye, dog. Like, nah, dog. Like everything ain't a go, son. And they gotta learn the hard way, B. It's like I'm just humble yourself. Some of them can't, dog. Some try to sell it. Man, there's a good set that can't even give it away. You know what I mean? And
damn, G.
And that's real. And what I want to tell you too, Draya, don't get it twisted. It ain't just women on OnlyFans. There's niggas on there that women be checking in and clicking on.
I bet there is. But
people don't want to elaborate that because, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Let's elaborate.
I don't know about it, nigga, but I'm saying, like,
there's niggas on there.
There's niggas on there for women.
So what, like niggas checking off? What more can you do?
Nah, it was like even the only one that I've ever seen, it was on what page was it? Damn. I think it was
why would I go look at a nigga on OnlyFans? Why the fuck would I pay?
No, it was fucking
women like looking at niggas and dicks.
It was like
I like dicks too, but why would I ever but go ahead.
I think it was
because you wanna see the nigga dick.
Nah, it was a nigga giving a bitch a massage, but the nigga was all like nigga had the sucking her toes and shit, doing the most. Nigga had the lotion out. But it was some it was some black nigga, but it was buff. He was a buff nigga, added up nigga. So so then the caption was like, "Oh, would you let your girl get a massage from this nigga or whatever?"
Absolutely not.
He like a professional masseuse or some shit.
I don't give a damn.
So this nigga absolutely not. Why?
Nah, but the nigga. But then in the comments, the nigga was like, "Yo, if y'all ladies feeling this, peep my OnlyFans and da da da." So I'm like, damn, this nigga out here getting it in. Like, but
of course.
I guess niggas can have OnlyFans too. I guess anybody could sign up. It's just
I think anybody can sign up.
Anybody can sign up.
There's somebody for somebody, dog.
Yeah, of course.
So
it's portable webcamming.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even webcam. It's pictures and videos and shit.
No.
Sometimes they go live. Sometimes they go live. Yeah, they go live.
Okay.
They go live.
And Draya, back to you. Like, you can't say like, "Oh, why you pay to see a nigga's dick?" Women be asking for dick pics, dog. Like,
right.
I'm not saying no.
Women be
they want to know what
in the morning, nigga. Wake up, nigga. Send me the dick pic, nigga. Like,
I would never denounce that. I would never denounce women.
You just don't want to pay for it, and you are the problem.
When you
I would never want to pay for it. I'll be real with you. I would never.
You are the problem.
Yeah, I guess I am. I'll be 100% honest. I would never want to pay for it. I would.
But you would. But here's the irony. Here's the irony. Hold on. Here's the irony. You would want a nigga to pay for it though, right?
I mean, if I were in that line of work, which I'm not, I mean, yeah.
I'm not. Let's just take the work. Let's just take the work. Let's just take. Let's just take.
Yes, that weighs
out of
heavily, man.
Nah, take
that's
out.
Like saying, right now, I know I could be a motherfucking 6-figure nair. Right now, today, if I decided to be a hoe. That's fucking factual, 100%. I don't choose that line of life because what I'm giving up is still more valuable.
You gotta be humble in these streets. I already told you.
Yo, we just talked about these chicks getting humbled out here on OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but when you're talking about
but that's not what I'm saying.
Bitches fucking making that.
Nah, I'm not even talking about that period. What I'm talking about is the fact that in general, you would want a nigga to pay for it, right?
If that were what I would wanted to do, if that's what I wanted to do, if that were the line of work that I was in, yes. But it's hard to say that as a woman because men throw their dicks around so freely. It's really
women
hard.
throw their coochie around so freely.
Not like
you be making it seem like niggas just out there, dog, and acting wild style, dog. It's a two-way street. Look. And this is the only reason I'm gonna even allow you to even give so much gas.
I'm not even being conceited. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna allow you to give so much gas and helium to a couple women out there, dog. And I get how y'all feel, cause yeah, niggas do some crazy shit. Like niggas
do. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying it because the crazy shit I'm saying, dog. Niggas put their dicks in glory holes, dog. So if you can go put your dick on the other side of the wall, my nigga, and not know what the fuck is over there, you wild style, nigga. So yeah, I get why you bitches be getting gassed up and feeling like niggas will this, that, cause you talking about them glory hole niggas. You feel me?
Yeah.
But don't come to a nigga like me with that shit. Don't come to my dogs over here with that shit. Like, nah.
So okay. So that brings up a great question. What would a man like you want?
What do you mean what I want?
What are you talking about?
Like what would demand glory? If you're saying that just because you're a woman, it doesn't make you resound any other way than any other woman, then what do you think a man of your caliber looks for?
Someone get to her question, like what kind of woman do I want?
I mean, we don't gotta be 100% super.
I really don't know where we're going.
Yeah, I don't. No.
I'm just saying, like, what qualifies a woman for being worthy of that? If y'all are saying, okay, that wouldn't be my chick, that wouldn't be my girl.
I never said that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I never said that.
Okay, you did it. But y'all, Buddha and J Nice, y'all both pretty much did.
What are we saying?
Y'all are saying that your girl would never be caught online twerking and doing the most and revealing her ass to the fucking world.
I just said
okay.
My girl.
We agreed on that.
If you're my girl, my nigga shouldn't be able to know what your asshole look like.
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I'm just saying that's what you said. So
I'm not saying that.
Cool.
I mean,
now what I'm saying is
I distinctly
what would constitute a woman worthy your investment?
Nah.
Now you're talking about two different things.
Yeah.
I'm talking about one opposite, so I want to take it to the other.
Invest into a woman and be with
a
woman.
I'm taking it from one end of the spectrum to the other one. So if this is definitely not, why would I even waste my time with a chick like this? Then
everybody wastes their time all fucking day till you're fucking married, and even when you're married, you still waste your time. Like that's so
elaborate. That's what I'm getting at.
So at some point, everybody wastes their time throughout relationships. You can be with someone for 20 years, and then the shit's over. So guess what? You fucking had a good run, but it was a waste of time. True. It's not for eternity.
Was it really a waste though?
It's not for your living eternity. You
but
tell me.
I don't know. Like, if it doesn't extend to your living eternity.
Like I'm saying, like you're not with someone.
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I'm just expounding.
I feel like people are in your life for certain situations, certain moments.
Okay.
And I feel like, say you were with a person for a minute, statistically or scientifically, however you want to play it, you're a different person every 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
So
yeah, I like that.
Because of the fact that you're a different person every 7 years, say you with your high school sweetheart, sometime down the line, y'all not going to be compatible. You understand? You would have grown out of each other. Whether or not
that's a fact.
You stay together because of how you feel, by all means, but there is going to be a time in which you are going to grow to be incompatible. It's just a scientific fact. So,
yes.
say you were with a person.
I like that.
Say you were with a person for 7 years, and then after that, y'all interests definitely change because y'all become different people, and then y'all grow to be incompatible and y'all break up. Not that I consider it a waste of time, but it definitely could have been its time ran out. And then you move on to other things. You could find somebody at that time in which you would be more compatible with.
So wait. Do you only quantify time as time that is exhausted?
No. What do you mean?
Then what are y'all saying?
What?
If you only quantify time as time that is exhausted, that means that the duration of the time needs to keep going. So what I'm saying is... I understand what you said. What I'm saying is, could you really regard it as a waste? That's the focus.
I just said I don't regard it as a waste.
Okay. I was just making that clear. Because a lot of people do that. And they say that.
I don't regard it as a waste because it could have been quite fulfilling within that time. But I just regard it as time that has grown out.
Right.
It is done. So therefore, say you were with somebody for 7 years, like I said, and then you grow to be different people within that time, and then y'all grow apart because of those things. I don't look at it as wasted time. I look at it as time that is currently past. It is done. So therefore, because it's done, you could move on and be with somebody else. That doesn't negate the time that you spent with the previous person. That just puts you in a situation where you understand that currently y'all not together. To be with somebody for a lifetime is a very distinct choice and a very difficult choice.
That's the roll of the dice that most people don't get.
Because of the fact that people
roll of the fucking dice
change so much across a lifetime.
Exactly, but most people don't understand that until they go through it.
Okay. But most people don't understand that because of the fact that 7 years is a long fucking time. How many 7-year periods do you live in your lifetime? How many 7-year periods? Okay, how many 7-year periods have you had by the time you 25, 26?
I mean, but you're very young at that. I think that's a miscalculation.
But that is the time in which
pardon to interrupt, but I think
in lifelong relationships.
Okay, I think that's a miscalculation of time. Like when people say by the time you're like 25, 24, you should be married, or you should have this, or you should have that. I don't agree with that, because I feel like at that time you may feel like this is what I want, or this is what I need, but in reality you don't know like any of that. You don't know any of that, because when you get into your 30s, you're still figuring shit out. So it's like, how dare I in my fucking 20s say this is the set person that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with? It's like a fallacy. So to me, I think we're introduced the concept and the idea of, the premise of you should be getting married by the time you're in your 20s is a thing, especially culturally speaking, especially in the minority community, because we always start everything much younger. So when we're looking at us as a class, as a culture, we're like, we need to be here by this set age, or by this, we need to have this many kids by this.
Yeah, but social media.
Like for instance, I'll give you an example. I have a cousin, not to single him out because obviously I'm not saying his name, but I have a cousin that is.
You mean Greg?
Exactly. So all right. So I'm what? All right, 34. All right. So he's 37, 37 going on 38.
She's specifying the cousin now.
Yeah. Right. But I actually got more than one cousin that's more than one age.
37 on my mom's side.
Yeah, he knows who he is. So
nigga live in California.
If he watches it, then I'll count it against him. I'll be like, you were watching. Anyway, so
watching getting aired out.
I love it.
Yo,
I love it. That's my cousin.
We like 2 hours in.
Yeah, of course. I was waiting for somebody to say something, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
All I'm saying is, all right, y'all counting my time.
Well, no, I can't see it.
All I'm gonna say is,
I don't have the timer. It doesn't show the timer.
I ain't young enough. Go ahead, Jed.
All right. No, all I'm saying, it doesn't show it on my side either.
On another note, Cardi got her nuts done. Shit is looking crazy.
No. I mean, either way, I'm still gonna.
I heard Diddy called out Jermaine Dupri and Dr. Dre.
Oh,
really?
Now hold up.
You see what I said?
Now hold up.
We're gonna get to that.
Hold up. Let's not. On the little dance-a-thon, he was calling everybody out on the dance-a-thon. Nigga was letting y'all know, like, yo, mind you, we gotta take it back to Dolly My Baby if y'all niggas even feel like y'all want to even try to talk to me. We talking. This is. He was talking that shit.
That nigga was like, yo, I'm about to play my bad boy hits, nigga.
That nigga was like, yo. He's like, you don't have.
That nigga was Diddy bopping the whole time.
He's the equivalent.
That nigga was like,
all right. You asked me a question in the chat. You asked me a question in the chat earlier. Rockefeller, bad boy.
I didn't even ask that yet, but yes, go ahead.
Oh no, we can't be doing this on this show right now.
No, yes, we should.
Right
absolutely,
I gotta go.
Should.
Yeah, I gotta go.
It's been brought up. Now we gotta go there.
Nah.
We should have been talking about.
Lex.
We should have been talking about that instead of all that relationship shit.
I know. Go ahead, Lex.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
shut up, Jake.
Hit him with the closing.
My screen frozen.
Right.
All right. Hit him with the closing, Andrea.
Yeah, close it out.
All right. So, anyways, as we're gonna close out our episode number 20.
She's going to close that shit out too, nigga. She don't want this shit to end, nigga. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in, nigga. You see the names at the bottom of the screen. Good night.
Peace.
Episode 23.5.
Okay. So we're here. We're gonna get into the most interesting topic of the night. Still,
Draya don't want to close the casket, nigga.
Shit and you're fucking me up.
Want to close the casket? Go ahead.
Quarantine.
It's been a pleasure. Shout out to iLive UK.
Shout out. All right, now real talk.
Them niggas fell asleep, nigga. They 6 hours ahead.
Thanks. Shout out to
They're 5 hours ahead.
That's the home team when we get back in the stew.
Yeah, all right. So shout out to iLive UK whenever they get back in the studio because they're actually out of the studio doing a social quarantining and they've been doing
their due diligence.
Nigga. Shut up, Lex. Anyways,
Jay even say goodbye.
I can't stand you. So shout out to iLive UK. Shout out Jazina. Shout out to Jason. Y'all all there.
Buddha, nigga, this show was so long, dog. These motherfuckers in the poster fell asleep.
Thanks.
They done.
Outside of the madness that is the men on my show, I would like to say we're all holding in here strong. We're all laughing. We're all doing our thing, doing our due diligence. To stop fucking yawning. Because somebody has to be emotional on this bitch.
Mask on, condoms off. You already know.
Yes, of course. Condoms. Okay.
Quarantine babies it is.
All I'm saying is much love and we're showing much